If I were forced to pick which sort of flat earth video I find the funniest, I probably would choose some of the physical demonstration ones. I just think it's incredible when they put together some rudimentary demonstration before getting all the science and physics wrong. And today we're going to look at just that, as one man tries to use a compass to prove, well, not much really. Hello all and welcome along to another episode of Flat Earth Friday with me, Simon Dan, and of course day 2 of our one a day for May, where I'm releasing one video every day for the month of May. Thank you very much for joining me. Right, on with today's video, which comes from a channel called GeoTruth, and he wants to tell us about compasses and how they apparently prove a flat Earth. Here we go.
Here I've placed my compass, which has a bubble level, on top of a countertop. We can see by the bubble level that the countertop is level, because the bubble is centered within the eyeglass circle. Since the compass is level, the compass needle is able to move freely to locate magnetic north.
Indeed, using a magnetic field generated by the core of the spherical planet you are standing on, which you think don't exist.
As I rotate the compass clockwise, the magnetic north needle stays pointed to magnetic north because the compass is level.
Great, love it. At this point we're all on the same page. What could go wrong?
Next I will place the compass on a beach ball, which represents a spherical Earth, to see how the compass functions to find magnetic north.
Ah, as easy as that it seems. Dear oh dear. Come on then, let's have a look.
Here is a beach ball which represents a spherical Earth. I place the compass on top of the beach ball, which represents the North Pole of a spherical Earth. As I keep the compass level by using the bubble level, we observe the magnetic north needle is free to rotate and finds magnetic north.
Yes, from the planet you are standing on, not from the beach ball. What is he trying to do here? Is this guy for real? We all know how compasses work, and how your demonstration here proves nothing other than how compasses work.
When I place the compass on the side of the beach ball, which would represent the equator on a spherical Earth, the compass is 90 degrees vertical from being level. We observe the bubble is at the top of the eyeglass circle. The magnetic north needle is no longer free to rotate, but rather rotates along with the movement of the compass, resulting in the compass not being able to find magnetic north.
Yes, because you are now holding that compass perpendicular to the Earth's surface. It's designed to align with Earth's magnetic field lines, which it cannot do properly being held like that. Would you hold a wind vane with the top facing the wind and say, look, the wind is fake? No, you wouldn't, would you?
When I move the compass back up to the top of the beach ball, I am able to level the compass, and the compass then finds magnetic north.
I wonder why. I can't quite believe he thinks this is proof of some sort. Oh, we've got more.
When I place the compass on the bottom of the beach ball, which would represent the South Pole on a spherical Earth, the compass is 180 degrees upside down from being level. We observe the bubble is at the top of the eyeglass circle. The magnetic north needle is no longer free to rotate, but rather rotates along with the movement of the compass, resulting in the compass not being able to find magnetic north.
Yes, because you're not holding it properly under that ball. It's still at an angle. This is hilarious. It's almost as good as D Marble who took a spirit level on a plane.
Navigation using a compass proves Earth is a circular level plane. A compass requires the compass needle to be level to freely rotate to locate magnetic north.
Which it is on the surface of the Earth, because the Earth is not the size of that beach ball, and the Earth isn't sat on a bigger entity with a greater magnetic field. Surely you can see how this doesn't make sense.
Anyone using a compass anywhere on Earth to navigate is able to locate magnetic north once the compass is level. However, a spherical Earth is only level at the North Pole. All other locations going south from the North Pole are between 1 degrees to 180 degrees out of level.
You've just debunked yourself. You cannot say that a spherical Earth is only level at the North Pole, because no matter which way you turn a spherical Earth, the top will always be the top, and hence always be the same. The Earth is huge. The local area that you stand on appears flat. That's why it works. Wow. Just wow. Not content with just the compass beach ball example, GeoTruth has also decided there's a problem with the moon. Specifically the shadow around it. Can it be better than the last one? Maybe, but probably not.
Test representing a new moon when a, quote, 2,160 mile spherical moon mass, unquote, is directly aligned between the Sun and the Earth as stated by NASA and mainstream science. NASA and mainstream science states, a new moon occurs when the Sun and Moon are aligned with the Sun and Earth on opposite sides of the Moon, as shown in this graphic. NASA and mainstream science states the Moon is a spherical mass, 2,160 miles in diameter.
Indeed, this is not just a statement, by the way, this is a fact. Established fact, agreed upon by all space agencies, not just NASA.
In this graphic, we observe the Moon is perfectly aligned between the Sun and Earth, and the Sun's parallel light rays light up the side or surface of the Moon facing the Sun. However, the graphic also shows the Sun's parallel light rays lighting up the entire side or surface of the Earth facing the Sun. If the Moon is a 2,160 mile spherical mass, and the Moon is perfectly aligned between the Sun and the Earth, then during a new moon, the Moon should cast a 2,160 mile diameter full shadow or, quote, eclipse on the Earth.
You know, sometimes there are times where instead of making a quick video and embarrassing yourself, a quick Google would have revealed the answer you're looking for. This is one of those times. The reason it's not the case is because the Moon's orbit has a 5-degree tilt relative to Earth's ecliptic plane. So that means that most of the time, during a new moon, there is no eclipse. Only when the Moon is at a certain point in its orbit do we get an eclipse. Dear, oh dear.
This 2,160 mile diameter full shadow or, quote, eclipse should be shown on the graphic. Also, the 2,160 mile diameter full shadow or eclipse should be experienced and observed on Earth during every new moon, but we never do.
No, we don't. You do know this is a top-down 2D view, my friend. Maybe you should have looked at the 3D diagram. That might have helped you.
This video presentation will address this concern by performing a test. The test will be set up to represent the same alignment of the Sun, Moon, and Earth during a new moon, as described by NASA and mainstream science. First, the size of the Moon and Earth need to be to scale with each other. The 2.4-inch diameter foam ball represents a 2,160 mile spherical moon mass, which is to scale with the Earth's map.
Okay, fine. Nice that a Flurf actually cares about scale.
This shows again the 2.4-inch diameter foam ball represents a 2,160 mile spherical moon mass, which is to scale with the Earth's map. Here is the setup of the test in my garage. A 5,000 lumen flashlight representing the Sun is hanging from the ceiling. The 2.4-inch diameter foam ball representing a, quote, 2,160 mile spherical moon mass is hanging from a clear fish line. The Earth map is on the garage floor directly below the 2.4-inch diameter foam ball, which represents a, quote, 2,160 mile spherical moon mass, and we notice a moon shadow is seen.
Ah, maybe you don't care about scale. The Moon should be 22 feet away at your scale there. That is definitely not 22 feet.
Again, the 2.4-inch diameter foam ball representing a 2,160 mile spherical moon mass is to scale with the Earth's map. Next, we will watch a video taken with my iPhone to determine what we observe. We see the flashlight on the ceiling representing the sun. We observe the side of the 2.4-inch diameter foam ball facing the flashlight is fully lit. Most importantly, we observe the 2.4-inch diameter foam ball is fully blocking the light from reaching the Earth. A full shadow, or quote, eclipse of 2.4 inches in diameter is on the Earth, which represents a 2,160-mile diameter of full shadow, or quote, eclipse.
Yeah, your scale is all off, and of course you haven't factored in the moon's orbital 5-degree tilt. The whole thing is pointless, my friend. What you have achieved here is simply quite remarkable. 2 demonstrations that simply show nothing of substance. Amazing. Well, there we go. What do we all think of GeoTruth's demos there? Let me know in the comments below. As I say, we're all done and dusted for another one. Thanks so much for watching today. It is, as always, appreciated. If you enjoyed this video, please do subscribe to the channel for more of the same, and a big thumbs up would be very helpful too. I've been Simon Dan. Have yourselves a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow for day three of One A Day for May, another Saturday session. See you then.